Okay, welcome back. Now we are doing Lydian. So let's just kind of start from again so you can see it from scratch. I'm not gonna talk through it since I kind of went through this on the prior, but we start with just this, right? Actually, I'm gonna do them all at once here. So we talked about major sevenths, and of course, major seventh does outline a major, uh, does work with the major scale. But it also works with Lydian because, we need a 1, a 3, a 5, a 7. So, so with a Lydian, I put the sharp 4 underneath the 5th because that's kind of like a half step below it. Put the 8th up here. 6th is kind of in between, right? And again, I'm still experimenting with this notation, but in my mind, if I'm going to this thing, I think, okay, rather than think of it as a scale, I think of that sharp 4 as attached to, some, I don't know, maybe I should write sharp 4, right? And then the 2 is here, and the 6th is there, all right? Bear with me here. 3, 5, 7. And then, red will be. So, okay. G major 7. So there's your sound right there. But rather than think of it as the 4th note of a scale, think of something like, it's a half step beneath that 5th. Got a half step up to the root. And then, the other notes are kind of just hanging out in between. So you got a whole step above the root there. You got a whole step beneath the 7, right? All right, let's go to the next one. Next one would be C major. So I'm just going to save time. All right, that works because we're still on the other side of the B string. So let's get to, I don't know, here's a cool, let me show you that. That's a cool little voicing. That's a fun C major, sharp 11. Sharp 11, open, which is going to be the 5th. And then you got the 9th. So this would be C major 9 sharp 11. Dig it. Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see here. What was I doing? There we go. F major. Now we got a B string. Let's bring this sucker over here. F major 7. B flat, it's going to be coming up over here. Move this guy over here. What do we got? Oh, enjoy watching millennials struggle. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. B flat major 7. Here's a fun one. Just take your, or I don't know. I like both. Here, what's the one that I'm using here? I'll show you. I'm feeling this today. There's a couple older ones, but you can do this. Then open, because that's going to be your sharp 11. The E is the sharp 11 of B flat major. And I know this, I mean, it all is kind of going to the same thing, but something about if you change your mindset, it changes the way you relate to that scale. So, I encourage you to just keep relating to the arpeggio, because the arpeggio, again, is the bones of the chord. 3, 5, 7. So if remember, we have our sharp 11 here is like half step below, 2. Got a 6th above that, and then we got our root. All right, so it's gonna be A major 7. What's a good A major 7? So here's a cool voicing. This is gonna be, let's call this 5th fret. But you can do this, 3rd, 7th, and then sharp 11. And if you leave that open, you get your 5th. Ugh, I can't draw. I'm in too big of a hurry. Haven't done a video in a while, so I'm rusty. I guess you could use that open A string as well. You could just go there. That's a fun one. So that's kind of what I like about thinking about this stuff. I don't have to think about where's the sharp 11. I don't have to pick it out of somewhere. It's like, well, I know where the 5th is. There's the sharp 11 sitting right next to it. Same deal with the 6th. It's going to be close to the 5th. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, the freeze pedal was still on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do all these just to get to the point here. All right, so we got a D major 7. Kind of surrounding the notes, right? But the idea is I'm not thinking so much of like, oh, this note, then this note. It's like, no, I'm targeting the 5th note. We'll get into approach note stuff in another video. All right, and then if I go to G major 7, all right, let's do dominance next. All right, see you in the next video.